What's going on, guys? What's up? Welcome to another episode. For better or worse, it's a solo stream today, guys. So, our favorite other half of the show is not here today, but send Autumn good vibes, everyone. Send Autumn good vibes. Send her the best vibes. What's going on, Julian? What's going on? What up? So lots to get into today. I'm excited, actually. Typically I feel like there's not a ton, but there is. What's up, Alexi? What's going on? If Dots, what's up? What's up? What's up? What's up, y'all? It is Synth Happy Hour. So, sort of up to you guys, sort of up to me. I did see some interesting things. Today was actually a good day. I just watched, this is funny, I just watched the Devo music video, the new Devo music video. Very interesting. If you've seen the new Devo music video, put a Devo in the chat. What's up, Cool Doug Love? What's up, DJ Rec? What's up, I Am Orange? What's up, Synth Fun? What's up, YZ? W. Okay, I can't. YWZ. What's going on, Jack? What's going on? Autumn just is in. She needs good vibes. That's what Autumn needs. So send it to her, family. Send it to her. But Autumn will return. Autumn and I are going to NAMM this year. Very interesting. We have agreed to go to NAMM and give it like legitimate effort this year. So, yes. Synthy beat pops, sending in the form of Synthy beat pops. Send her to your bleep bloops, fam. Devo made a new music video. I kinda will say I suggest you check it out. Very interesting. It got suggested to me, and I only know one song from Devo, which is Whip It. So the algorithm is strong. A few other things. It's almost every person's time of the year. It's almost that time where everybody buys a billion things on Black Friday, but it's good. I haven't done a solo stream. I mean, I have, but not like in a good place. So, we've got some Cyber Week. We got some stuff going on the internets. Of course, the only website that matters anymore for gear things, which is Gear News. It's the only one. But yeah, we're gonna jump over and check out some random stuff there. I saw the Poly and Play has new firmware, so we can check out the new firmware for that. Actually, good stuff there. Good, like a good 1.3 update for that. Actually, for all you Poly and Play Plus owners, which is me. Also, how's the sound? Still doing the new setup. Give me a S in the chat for good sound. Yeah. Anything happening around the webs of the synth or gear space that's like interesting? Oh, thanks, guys. Sounds good. Appreciate it. Oh yeah, Ben did release a plugin. I just saw that and I didn't check it out, so we're gonna have to check out what that's all about. It's actually interesting when it comes to plugins. I don't know. I've had a handful of plugin companies be like, hey, do you want to do a plugin? Like, essentially, I'm not making the plugin. They're just going to put my name on it because then they think I'll tell you and then it will sell some amount. And it's always weird because I would rather release a piece of hardware than software. I'm not even a software person. So, I mean, I am deep down, but I would I mean, software is going to go further at the end of the day, but yeah, every time the companies ask, I'm like, I don't. Why? Oh man, Instagram. They said I saw him see it on Instagram. If there's one place that I am not these days, it's like social media. So I apologize for anyone who has reached out. Oscillator Sync reached out to me like a month ago, and I barely saw it last week, and then I replied, and then I haven't replied to him in like a week. I'm like, social media done, I think. I think a lot of things must happen on social media, and I don't even know. Ooh, Ifdot says, I release software. I think I'll fully write something before someone would ask me, though. Well, Ifdot, I would rather do that, too. It just seems weird. Don't you think? Like, I don't know. If you don't have a hand in it, it's just marketing. And I've had a lot of thoughts about this recently between myself and Jorb. I think we both are in a similar place. Being like the marketing arm for like big corporations. Not so fun. Not so fun. What Jack says, I haven't even picked up my Nokia phone in like 15 years. Eventually it stops ringing. Hey, 'tis true. 'Tis true. Wait, Mal says, on Sweetwater, you can get free legs with the purchase of any Polybrute 12. That's the Black Friday deal. You get the wood legs. That's funny. I totally think I would. Okay. If Dots, what do you think of this? This is just a thought, because I can dabble in some code because I have to do scripting for certain media things. But if I were going to do a piece of hardware, which I want to do, I would probably just make a plug-in version of that hardware so people had choices. Because sometimes I feel like, there's a lot of snobbery around like hardware or software and things like that. And I just be like, it's whatever you like, right? Because I'm a person who uses way more software than hardware, but I still love hardware. So like a dual release, like a simultaneous release of like a hardware and software. It'd be like an effects unit. I'm working on it. I've been working on it for like the last few years. But it's hard to figure out like vendors and how to like scale something like that. Okay. Well, you would know better. If Dot says, I think trying to do both at the same time is biting off way too much. I'd probably focus on one first and then expand. I know. But you know me. I'm a weirdo. Doing too much all the time. What's up, Rustic? What's up? Julian, your rack wait, you're meaning it's almost never on sale? Your rack is almost never on sale from the big companies? But which your rack module would you want? Would you like a Eurorack module, Julian? I have a free Eurorack module that I'll give you. Email me, and then if you want the one that I will send to you, I will send it to you. It's an oscillator. It's a wavetable oscillator. So, let's just jump over, because why wait? Why wait, right? So this is the first thing I saw this morning, which was a plugin a firmware update for Poly and Play Plus. Exciting, 1.3. And I actually watched the midlife synthesis video, which was Poly and Play dropped the ability to use it as a mass storage device instead of having to do what is it? Using that the SD card. It probably says it here. Oh, did I add it to the screen? I did. Put a left side. I need to become YouTube famous so I can convince someone to make the drum machine that you want. It's the only way. Julian says, aren't you getting back into your rack? One day. I have so much Eurorack. I have so much Eurorack, I'm trying to give it away. You guys know me. I give away the gear. We don't sell. We give. So in the firmware 1.3 for all of you guys with the plus, is there anyone with a plus? Just put a P in the chat if you legit have a Poly and Play Plus. Put a P in the chat. PP in the chat, actually, for Poly and Play. Put a PP in the chat for Poly and Play. So it's got, I think its headline feature, which it kind of gives, is this new synth engine called Dirt. It sounded pretty good. I think the Play Plus is really, it's incredibly rounded out now with all of these new features. I didn't know, I wouldn't say it necessarily needed a new synth engine, but definitely if I'm thinking about the synth engines, the Fat engine covered a lot. Some of the other engines weren't as useful to me, but this engine sounded pretty good. And it's also, you're able to do like different mapping. Like there's a whole new mapping so you can edit it more on the fly. Because the way the synth engine was before was like, it was not very user friendly to me, or probably to anyone. And then other new features are, it's the patch editor for the sound design, and then the mass storage to help organize patches, which is way better. Way better. It says there's new refinements to the 808 and 909. I mean, it sounded fine. I don't understand the hype I don't understand the hype for 808 and 909 unless it's the real 808 and 909. It just feels like, I don't know. It's just weird. It's just super weird. Also, nobody has a Poly and Play. No PPs in the chat. All right. Yeah. So, Jack, you're saying like the Poly and Play feels like turnkey musical. Dig how it makes it easy. Oh yeah, totally. I love the Play. Ask how many had one and sold it. All right. If you had a Poly and Play and sold it, put a sold in the chat. How about that? So we can watch. Do we want to watch this new firmware? We can. Who wants to watch the new firmware? Let's do that. Wait, what is this? Firmware 1.6, 1.2? I don't know. The firmware versions are lost on me.
Play Plus for...
All right, let's see. It's a 2-minute video, so let's see. We can do that. We can watch a 2-minute video, right, guys? All right. Ready? Let's check this out. Ready? 3, 2, 1, and go.
Play Plus firmware 1.3 is a major update to the Play Plus that adds Dirt, an all-new synth engine dedicated to warping and wave shaping, a redesigned patch editor for smooth synth editing,
Who's
and
editing
access
this
to
video?
SD card storage over USB.
Like, what about some smooth volume ramping? Ay, jeez.
Dirt is a new flavor of synthesis, merging some of our favorite features from West Coast and subtractive synthesis. With 13 wave shapers to choose from and bidirectional wave warping, create anything from 8-beat chiptune melodies to gritty, evolving bass lines or
I mean, okay, fine. What's up, Hillblocks View? So you said you had an old play and you can't wait to sell it. It's probably going to be really hard to sell. So why are you not a fan of the company anymore? Interesting.
Gently saturated ambience.
Well, there's a lot of play hate in the chat. Wow.
USB mass storage allows for easily managing sample packs and patches through a USB connection. Find the new USB storage mode option in the settings menu. The patch editor was completely redesigned to make synth patches easier and more fun to create. When entering the patch edit menu, you'll notice that the screen has changed. Editing patches is now done with a 3x3 knob grid from note to repeat type. Turning a knob will change the corresponding parameter displayed on the grid. Turning the main encoder scrolls through pages of synth parameters.
Work.
Download the Play Plus 1.3 firmware update for free now at polyend.com and start.
Okay, look. So, I get it. There's some play hate in the chat. I am a fan of the Polyend Play. I bought my Polyend Play. So maybe it's just a big workflow thing. I bought my Polyend Play as like a floor model. Immediately when I started to use it, I enjoyed it, and I hate grid-based controller things. I just fell in love with it. I've never made a video. I think that shows sometimes how I feel about certain products. I don't know. Maybe because if I said that, that would be contradictory, actually. So I won't say that. Y'all is play your haters. Hillbox who says, I got it before the Deluge made their screen update. Now the Deluge is a force to be reckoned with. So you know what's interesting? The Deluge is like this thing that I know very little about. And Deluge messaged me twice about they'd send me a free Deluge for whatever reason. And I said no, but only because I don't know anything about it. And I feel like it's not fair to I know what they want. I know what companies want when they want to send you things for free. So I just don't, people who have the Deluge love it, but I just feel like I'm kind of, I'd rather buy things and make videos that I want. So, what's up, John? What's up? Long time no see. I mean, I see you, but hopefully I see you in person. It's been many years now, and that makes me sad that I haven't seen you in person in many years. John's one of the first people ever that I got to have the true pleasure of meeting in person. Great people are few and far between. So hopefully I see... Maybe, John, come to NAMM this year. I'll be there. It's kind of been tough, though. When we met at NAMM years ago, John, it was such a big... it was so different, right? We went, 2019? Yeah. It's so different now. I know. We're going to get that hug going. Man. If Dots, you said, I got my Push 3 standalone. I'm post synth gear at this point, I think. Oh, VSTs are good. Yeah. I think I'm going to make a video. I did it a couple years back, but I just want to make a video about how much certain plugins are just really, really good. And it's not even like a replacement. It's just like, to me, it's just like, it's really good. You know, I don't know in what world I would sell my Prophet 6. And it's not even about that, like hardware versus software, but it's just like, I love certain plugins in the same way as I love a Prophet 6, right? Like the soft tube plugins. I love those plugins. I don't really, okay. I know that Arturia I've done many things for Arturia. I don't really like, how about this? I don't love Arturia's like synth plugins. Maybe like hot take. I don't really love, okay, this is how I would explain them. Arturia synth plugins are like, they're as if I'm looking at a picture of exactly the synthesizer or whatever thing, it's the Rhodes or whatever. It's like I'm looking at a picture of it, of the exact thing that I'm seeing them tell me that it is. But then when I use something like Softtube, which isn't like a replica thing, it's like I'm experiencing a version of that thing, but I'm experiencing it versus looking at a photo, right? It's just very different, the feeling of them. Oh, geez. John, I'm sorry. It was too, wait, I'm going to move this up so everyone can read this. And I'm also going to extend it because it's John and it's an important. Here we go. Whoop. Oh, how do I make this longer? Okay, I clearly can't make this longer, John, but I would if I could. I don't know why it's not letting me make it longer. Very rude, but I'll read it. I just finished a 2.5 hour video that I've been working on for almost a year. So I have been around. Premieres tomorrow, 8 p.m. Pacific. It's sort of a big mess, but at least it's done. Let's go. Double applause. Extra long applause. I would say describe what it's about, but then I kind of want to be surprised by a modular video. I think people have been waiting for a breakdown of the wall, to be honest. All right, everyone, if you want to watch a channel that feels friendly, hopefully like my own, but also feels informative from someone who really cares about things that they talk about, tune in 8 p.m. tomorrow somewhere. It could be 11 p.m. your time, Eastern, but 8 p.m. Pacific. Go to John's channel and check it out. I will check it out personally. So expect a comment from me at some point tomorrow, John. Maybe not tomorrow because it's many hours. So maybe over the weekend. That'll be super cool. So much good stuff there. So much like classic pieces there too. Let's see. I'm reading. Okay, hold on. YWZ816 says, I remember you disliked the digits. It is this that different? Explain. I'm totally explain. Yes, I'll plug it again at the end of the channel, at the end of the stream. So I also make a mental memory to go and check the video. Always watch John videos. Okay, so Poly and Play, new firmware. I know you all hate it. Player haters, that's fine. Player haters. Here's something y'all are a fan of. that I'm not a fan of. Not a fan, guys. Remember, not a fan. I saw that the here it is. The Osmos dropped a 61 key version of the Osmos. I don't get it. I love the Osmos. I'm the like original seer of the Osmos in like beta form like 5 years ago. And I was blown away by what it was. But the sounds still kill me on this thing. I like the video though. The video they made of this. It's kind of like weird to show the video of something you already know. They put more keys on it. So we could just talk about it. Does anyone here have the Osmos? I know, like, I think Church of Living has an Osmos. I don't know. Yo, John, thank you. Oh, gosh, I can't see it. Hold on. We'll switch over here. Let's go. Super appreciated, John, the super chat. You have an Osmos, John? Okay. Okay, well, let's talk about it real quick. You are a man of fine taste. What is your take on the stock sounds? What is your take on the sound design? Because, I mean, I'm a keyboard guy. I would kill to have an Osmos. But I want the internal engine to be something I would be really feeling I want to use. And those sometimes stock sounds feel like I'm like being murdered by those stock sounds. And it could just be me. Oh, and you said the Digitact real quick. Okay, so I remember you disliked the digits on the Digitact. I loved the Digitact. I just didn't like that I would be really forcing myself to learn a brand new workflow. And the buttons, the way they are, okay, it is a bit different in a way. Like the buttons are kind of, maybe I did say that. I think every time I get one, I want it and then don't want it. Like I had the Digitone and Digitact that I borrowed, and I thought about buying a Syntact because it was only like $600, and I feel like I'd have it and then I'd be like, I'm never gonna use this. Yeah. Cool Glove says, I feel like the Osmos and VSTs would be really good with some practice. I mean, yes, you're not wrong. I just want the internal sounds to be good. What's up? Autism Music, what's going on? Great to see you here. So yeah, that's like what else can I say? It now has 61 keys. Hans Zimmer scored Dune with the Osmos. I think that speaks more to that Hans Zimmer is Hans Zimmer and not that the Osmos is the Osmos. I don't know. I always feel weird like about things like that. I get that every artist is sponsored by certain things and but sometimes I just don't get it. I don't get like why, like I'm not Hans Zimmer, so I can't do what Hans Zimmer does and never will. It's an interesting selling marketing mechanism. All right, we're going on to the next story because I mean, I can't tell you that it has more keys now. It feels very weird to just say it has more keys. John says, I like the Osmos sounds, but they aren't something that I reach for often. I was disappointed that their recent string pack can't be loaded in. It needs to run on a PC. Boo that. Boo that. Boo earns. I don't know. I remember I'm trying to think when this was. This could have been like 2019. I went to NAMM. So this is how long ago it was. I went to NAMM, but Osmos had a secret hotel room, and I got invited to check this thing out when it was like in some literally weird wooden box. And when I saw the person who presented it, it was amazing. I was just so blown away by it's the thing all of keyboardists had ever wanted. And now with the limitations and, what you mentioned, John, it needs something to be it needs another thing to do the thing that you want it to do. I mean, I want to be away from computers as much as possible when I'm really just trying to be in the zone. And I couldn't imagine anything being more really just expressive than the Osmos, maybe with a expressive E. I forgot what the pedal's called. I just would love that. Whoa. This is them's fighting words, Autism Music. Saying the Osmos is nothing more than a pitch wheel. Them's fighting words. Osmos owners everywhere are furious at you. But then here's the thing. It's kind of like you have a billion pitch wheels. It's kind of like MPE, but with an added layer. Or is it? No, it's like polyphonic aftertouch. But then, I don't know. It's just, it's so good. The mechanism that they use, if they would license that thing, oh my gosh, if they would license that thing, please get it out of the box. Get it out of that Osmos. License it. Hans Zimmer is furious. Okay, I believe the kids are calling it multiple polyphonic expression. Is that what MPE is? I have not used MPE ever in my life. If you have never used MPE, put MPE in the chat right now. The letters MP and E. If you've never used MPE, I've never used MPE. I'm putting MPE in the chat. I've never used MPE. I'm still trying to figure out who's using MPE. If I was I get asked to do a little short film scoring, and I don't think about doing it for that, but maybe I would think about it for that. Maybe. Okay, so you're saying Push 3 has MPE? The Push 3 looks better and better. I know Autumn's not here, so I can admit now that she's gone that the Push 3 is pretty impressive, but don't tell her I said so. John says it's like the internal sounds are good, but they tend to be sort of squishy sounding. Not a lot of sharp or percussive sounds. Yeah, I just want maybe kind of the word I would use for the internal sound sometimes is to me sometimes, and I haven't used it long enough to really be an expert on it, so I'm kind of just being that I used it a few times and it never pushed me enough to want to buy one. And for something with that great of a I've always wanted this interface to be something that I still am saying no, and it's not even that expensive. Osmos is $1,700. And I know that's expensive for some people, but I'm saying this is something I wished from probably my, probably my second or third year playing piano. I was like, man, if I could just do this on if I could just wiggle the key, or if I could, and it just hasn't pushed me there. So there's something missing, for me there. So what else did I see? I saw another story. I've been looking at some Black Friday stuff. I bought a plugin, which is probably not Black Friday, but I needed it for reasons. Literally a compressor plugin I already own multiple copies of. I just bought another copy for another machine. Let's see. That's kind of old news. I was going to talk about this poly chain thing. Yeah, we're having some glitches here, but everything's okay still. Yeah. For Black Friday, it'll be 25% off. So Autumn will pop in real quick. Just say I told you so. No, Autumn will not. What's up, Destructo? By the way, sorry. Let's see. I feel like I saw a story and now I'm kind of at a loss for what it was. Well, anyway, I was actually watching some of my old videos the other day, and I was kind of I kind of had second thoughts about the Roland JDXA. So I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I kind of fell in love with the idea of the Roland JDXA again. I always fall in love with the idea of things. Let's see. Yeah, nothing really popping out on gear news. Unfortunate. Nothing super exciting. I mean, anything happening that I should look at? I've been looking. This is so stupid. I know. I'm kind of looking at this. This has nothing to do with music, but I stream. I do video. So I don't know. Maybe this will be a Black Friday super deal. Autism Music, you see this too? Could be a good deal. So Julian, any cool music you've been listening to besides Devo? I have not. I just got out of the huge concert mode of my life. I don't even know if concert mode of my life. I just went to so many concerts in the last few months. And now the last week, 2 weeks ago, I went to 3 concerts in a week. Oh, I did go see something. Oh, I totally did. Okay. Totally. Okay. Sorry. Okay. Ready, Julian? Because I totally forgot. So I went to see J3PO, whose name is also Julian. Because Julian, So I went to see J3PO at Gold Diggers here. I've seen him before. He's an acquaintance because we know each other because we worked with Sequential and stuff. So I went to his show, and guess who was at the J3PO show that I totally fanboyed out on and took a picture with was Robert Glasper. So Robert Glasper was at the J3PO show, And I just went up to him. I was like, "You look like Robert Glasper." And I took a picture with Robert Glasper, and I was like, super. It made Tony Chang super jealous because me and Tony went to the Robert Glasper shows. But if you have an opportunity, this is all I'll say. If you have an opportunity to go and see a J3PO show, you will truly see what a amazing keyboardist can do with very little. I believe, and I wasn't really paying attention to what he was playing physically. I was just listening to what he was playing a lot. He used a Nord. It's probably a Nord Stage 72 or 73 or something. A Nord Stage and a Prophet 6. Yeah, it's so weird. I feel like sometimes I don't even pay attention. I'm just like, oh, this sounds fun. But it was like a Prophet 6, or maybe he had the Oberheim. I literally did look at it. But it's so good. You will really see someone work a synthesizer live. I mean, it's stuff that I wouldn't even attempt to do. So, shout out to Julian J3PO. Fantastic show. Shout out to Robert Glasper for taking that picture with me. Amazing. John says, I've been too busy with the 2.1 revamp sound engine, 80 new MP presets, 2 added FX Osmos updated engine is tailor-made for rich analog sound. The FX, okay. Oh. Osmos's updated engine is tailor-made for rich analog sounds. I kind of am wondering, like, what price and what it... okay, 2 things are holding me back. 1, I just have too many things around me, keyboard-wise, and it's just... it's impossible for me to add another keyboard. I just can't figure out how to do it. I got to get something gone. It's just not expensive. Sometimes I just feel like it's a space thing that's holding me back. It's not a price thing. JPO with his own band or solo. He was with a bassist, a guitarist, and a drummer. I'm not sure if they were his normal people. But everybody's really good. I think his guitarist is super phenomenal. All of them are really good, right? I mean, but it's Julian's... It's really his band, G3PO. It's his name. It's his band. Yeah, I just really would say, if you're a fan of synthesizers, imagine someone doing just amazing, incredible playing, because he's a killer pianist, keyboardist, synth, like he's just killer. And he's also like a synth head. So to see someone be that phenomenal in like skill and like synth coolness is just like very cool. I mean, I'll probably go see him I can't go on Monday. Well, maybe I will go on Monday. I might go check him out on next Monday, actually. Yeah. Gold Diggers. He's there. He's on a residency right now. Yeah, John, check him out. He just made a video. J3PO just made a video with him playing like an Oberheim 2 voice or something. He's just playing. Yeah. Harmonic Sonics. He's good. He's super good. I mean, my favorite keyboardist / synth person ever is, and obviously I'm biased because Nick Simrad's my friend and he played on my album. But Nick Simrad's my favorite, just killer keyboardist synth guy. But J3PO is definitely probably a close second. But you know, like I said, Nick Samrad plays on my album. I'm biased. I know we do around the web, but maybe this stream could also focus on things like techniques or patches or ways to use synths in cool ways, since New Gear Hype isn't doing it for many people. Not even, I mean, it's not even doing it for me. Well, I'm trying to figure out like how much to care. That's the hard part. The hard part is the hard part for me is like in my mind, I'm always like musically trying to do things, and so sometimes the stream is tough because I'm like, dude, everyone in the stream knows more about gear and is like reading like forums and websites, and I'm just kind of like, I kind of feel like a fraud sometimes because I'm just wanting to like play cool chord progressions and like make cool melodies. But if I made a whole stream about chord progressions and melodies, even when I play in videos, I don't really play heavily because I don't want people. This is something I brought up before. If you play super well in videos, people are liking something because of what you played, not because of the piece that you're showing. It throws them off. So sometimes I feel like a fraud, guys, because realistically, I would rather, my perfect setup would be like I'm about to go, hold on. Okay. I'm about to go like record an album soon, and I'm like thinking of what to take, and I'm like, you know what I'm really going to take? An Access Virus, and that's it. And then the studio has a piano and a Rhodes, and those are the only things I really need. A piano, a Rhodes. I don't know what drum machine I would take. I have no idea. That's literally what I would do. Yeah. That's why I feel like a fraud sometimes, because it's just like I would not take like some Prophet 6 or like if I had an OBXA, I wouldn't take it. I literally, the Access Virus is what I need. Absolutely. You just watched a show called Parasite? The movie? Oh, Paradise. I thought Parasite. I was like, oh, I'd love that movie. Paradise. I've never seen it. Tempest. The Tempest is like an at-home piece, Julian. Tempest, I sit down, I love the Tempest. I just love thinking. The Tempest is like the thinking man's machine, because it's not like, it's so imperfect. It makes me sit and think. I love the Tempest for that reason. Also, there's been a Tempest on eBay for like quite some time, and it's like very cheaply priced. I think people just hate the Tempest again. Let's see how much we can get a Tempest for these days. Look at this. $13,500. This is a Tempest in excellent condition. It's probably in better condition than my Tempest, because my Tempest has some scratches. You know who this is? It's probably somebody who used the Tempest once and hated it, and now it's finally up. $1350. So unloved, man. So unloved, guys. I didn't like the Tempest. I just wanted it to synth, and it was difficult. I mean, I don't know. Do I need to like make some video about this at some point? Maybe not. John says, I'm such a lame keyboardist. I feel like a poser just owning keyboards. Everyone needs a keyboard. You're not a poser. You also have the wall. The full wall. Yeah, they're coming down in price, Julian. $13.50 is not bad. This is in Kansas City. Think about it, people. Think about it. This is in really good condition. Mine is heavily used. This looks like brand new. And the box and the manuals. 1.4, 1.5. This is definitely like a newer Tempest because he's got the addendum manual for those versions, and like that's brand new versions. My manual is like the first version. So anyway, yeah, look at these very cheap ones. This is too well, that's not a Tempest. Somebody wants 2000 on reverb. Rude. Let's see. Look at this one, $14.50 from Dan, Spring Valley, California. Oh, these are so cheap. 13. It's a time to buy a Tempest. Look, guys, buy a Tempest right now. It's time. That's all I can say. It's time, guys. Yeah. How about Erica? Erica Synths? Ocho Main. Rest in peace, Dave. Dave Smith along. Yes, rest in peace, Dave. Can I borrow $13.50? Julian, I'll allow you to affirm that purchase. I gotta make some more videos on this channel. I feel like I don't make enough videos on this channel. I was making more, but then I'm kind of like, I kind of got, well, okay. Well, my dad died, and then everything went to heck. Affirm permission. That's right. Get a Tempest, guys. Use Afterpay. It's okay. I give you my blessing. Yeah. I don't know. I've not been looking at anything. I have everything now. What could I ever want? I mean, I've had everything for so long. But let's see. What do I search for? You can all see what I search for. I search for Space Echo, even though I have a Space Echo. Search for MS-20, even though I have an MS-20. Search for Dave Smith Instruments Tempest, even though I have one. GR Mega. These are all things I searched for. I actually probably searched for some of these for another video. If Dot says, synths being overpriced is so relative. Back like 30 years ago, all the synths were like thousands of dollars. Yeah, it's kind of weird. It's kind of weird that people are like, oh yeah, back in the day, this cost like $5,000. And I'm like, $5,000 today is like $15,000. Like, I don't know. People weird. Let's see how much PME 40Xs are going for. Oh, let's see. What is this? Let's check this one out. See, you gotta have the right modules. This one, I'd switch out one of these for an analog delay or a digital delay. Oh, this one looks in really good condition for the age, and he's got the analog delay and the flanger on the side for 4. It's incomplete. 249 complete, and I think it's got the right modules. Oh, and it's got the phaser. This is a good one. Think about this, y'all. If you watch my video on the PME 40X and you were like, I would totally do it. Think about the distortion. Do I have the distortion one? No. The distortion sucks. Get the overdrive one. So it's almost good. I really like the overdrive module. Some people, no, the distortion module is worse than the overdrive. Oh man. If dots, yeah, the SH4D. I saw that one video and I'll never forget that video of the SH4D. That was just so lit. Man, super lit. All right. Great question, Julian. So yeah, new album is going to be out January. I haven't picked a day, but sometime in January. And it's called Family Vacation. And, you know, sort of is the wrap up of the trilogy, since I'm not going to make an album dedicated to my sister because that doesn't make sense for me. But yeah, same old. It might be kind of weird because I'm going to record with it's going to basically be like me in a studio with like a saxophonist, and basically it's going to be the setup I mentioned, which is like an Access Virus, a Rhodes, and like a grand piano, which I always have at the studio. And I record at Clear Lake, which is here in Burbank. And then just a saxophonist, and it'll be all at the same time. Typically before I'd do everything myself and then have I'd play saxophone and then have like a better saxophonist play other difficult parts. But this time it's going to just kind of be like a organically like created same time, like kind of a thing, just because I want to do it that way. I don't know how many songs or what it's going to be, but yeah, those are all the synths I would ever probably bring. I will probably do most of the work in like 2 days for the whole album. Like, well, here we go. This is how I prep for an album. Are you ready? Here's how I prep for an album. I practice piano. Like, I actually practice piano for like 2 weeks before, meaning like I actually will play for like hours each day and really sit and just get my chops back, because I lose a lot of chops, so that when I do go to the studio, it's like I'm comfortable being a performer again. And then I spend 2 full days at the studio and just record. I have ideas. So I'll have a notes app of like song titles and then a reference song. I might make a video about how I do this. So I have a song title and then I have a reference song, and the reference song is like the vibe I'm going for. And typically before I make a song, I'll just listen to the reference and I'll be like, okay, that's the vibe I need. And then I start to try to internalize the vibe, and then I just go into the studio and I just start to just play. And then a couple hours later, you have like a song. And if you spend 2 days at the studio and you make a song like every 2 hours, you can then go home, which is what I do, and then I flesh out everything else on like a computer later. That's like the typical way. You know, like all the songs on the last album were composed like in the studio, and then I went home, like to my dad's house, and did all of the, let's just call it post-production, like at my dad's house, like on my laptop. Yeah. I'd like to make it quick. I like to make albums quick and conceptual. That's how I like to do it. I don't need months and months and months to make an album. I need months and months to get myself in the mood to make 10 or, between like 7, 8, and 10 or more songs, which is that's the hard part. Getting yourself in the mind frame to actually like do something and finish it. That's the hard part. Yes, it will be exciting. It will be exciting. Also expensive, but it's been better. You know, last few years made more money doing music than on YouTube, and that's a weird thing. So, I mean, I don't know if it's a weird thing. It's just, I guess I'm putting more effort into that. So that's just how things work. So, oh, Jack, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Well, I'm going to go now and play Zelda or Pokemon. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. I'm going to play Zelda or Pokemon right now. But hopefully, you know, once again, send Autumn the greatest vibes, everybody. And we'll do this again next week with hopefully less video glitches because it was weird. All right, guys. I love you. Adios.